I'm Brandon Abernathy, Materials Engineer for Plastic Ingenuity. We've talked a lot about recycling to improve circularity, but I am a little curious about the role of reusable packaging. So PI Sustainability Champion Zach Moscato is here to share his thoughts on this idea. All right, Zach, so what are the key components of a reusable packaging model?
The package must be captured and disinfected after consumption. So this requires the consumer to return the package to a collection center. Usually that's in a store or by mail or in a community center someplace. And then after it's been collected, it must be disinfected prior to be able to put back in the system for reuse.
Okay, so when does reusable packaging make sense?
Reusable packaging makes sense when you expect to have a high capture rate and when the environmental impact of collecting, transporting, and disinfecting is relatively low.
Okay, so can you provide an example for us?
Yeah, an example that everyone should be aware of is a beverage container that you may use at home for your water. So that's good because the capture rate is high. It never leaves your house. It never leaves your office. And disinfecting is relatively simple. You wash it maybe in your dishwasher or your sink.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone has their favorite reusable water bottle. I know I do. So what about, when it comes to exploring reusable packaging, what are some things that packaging professionals need to consider?
Yeah. So the goal of a reusable model is to have improved environmental outcomes compared to single-use models. Many times water usage and greenhouse gas emissions are the metrics that are used to make those decisions.
Okay, and so what about the packaging design?
It's a great question. So if you expect to get 5 churns out of your package before it's lost into the system, don't design it for 100.
Right.
Keep that in mind. And plastic can be a great option due to its durability and relatively low carbon footprint compared to, say, aluminum or glass.
Right, and we talked about that in some of other episodes.
Yeah.
And I always ask, so what are the trade-offs then with that?
Reusable models typically involve significant capital investment in the collection and disinfection systems. Also, you have to inspire consumers to adopt their behavior to these new models, and that typically involves educational campaigns and incentives to return the packaging for reuse.
Absolutely. Well, that's a lot to consider, but as always, thank you for the good information, Zach.
You're welcome.